Welcome to Logic Insight, dear viewers. This is second part of Ultimate Facts series. So, let's start the video. 11. Fish eggs can survive being eaten by a duck. The fish eggs can still hatch after going in one end and coming out the other. Not all fish species can survive such a journey, and even then, not all eggs eaten are pooped out in a pristine condition. Still, it's a good explanation for how seemingly disconnected pools and lakes can suddenly become teeming with fish. 12. There's a restaurant in New York that employs grandmas instead of chefs. The menu at Enoteca Maria is a little unconventional, as half of it is a fixed Italian menu, while the other half changes daily. This is because a different grandmother comes in every day with not just a new menu, but a completely new cuisine. The owner decided to run his restaurant like this, as he had lost all maternal figures in his life and wanted to recreate the feeling of eating in his grandmother's kitchen. 13. The Titanic wreckage was discovered during a top-secret mission to search for sunken nuclear submarines. Robert Ballard, who discovered the Titanic wreckage, originally went to the U.S. Navy to request funding to develop an advanced robotic submersible that would allow him to search for the wreckage. The Navy liked his idea, but decided to use it to search for 2 lost U.S. nuclear submarines. The mission finished early, and Ballard was able to use the extra time to discover the lost ship. 14. Jim Carrey was the first actor to star in 3 consecutive box office hits. Jim Carrey didn't have much success in the acting world until he hit his 30s, but that changed in 1994. In the space of 11 months, Carrey starred in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, which truly kicked his acting career into gear. The Mask in particular took the world by storm, grossing $350 million and showcasing Carrey's ability to explore a range of roles and emotions. 15th, ancient Roman commoners went on strike by evacuating their cities, leaving the upper classes hopelessly fending for themselves. Secessio plebis, secession of the plebeians, is similar to a general strike, but proved much more effective as the upper classes almost entirely relied upon the working classes. Pretty much everything in the city would close down, which proved to be incredibly effective at having the peasants' demands met. Maybe this is something that we should try again in modern times? 16. The first rap song to win an Academy Award for Best Original Song was Eminem's Lose Yourself. It rapidly became one of Eminem's most successful singles, staying at the top of the charts for 23 weeks running. That in itself won the song a Guinness World Record. Eminem didn't actually attend the Academy Awards as he thought he wouldn't win, so instead spent the evening at home sleeping and watching cartoons with his daughter. One of his producers ended up accepting the award on Eminem's behalf. 17th. Recessions may not be good for our finances, but it turns out that they're actually good for our health. Researchers in the U.S. initially studied data from previous economic crises, expecting to find a correlation between mortalities and economic crises. What they found was surprising, as harder times seemed actually to reduce mortality rates instead of increasing them. This is because during a recession, there is less traffic, cleaner air, and people have less money to spend on unhealthy things like drinking alcohol or smoking. 18. Velociraptors were actually feathered dinosaurs. If you know about velociraptors from Jurassic Park, then this may come as quite a surprise. While scientists have been able to figure out that these vicious hunters used to have feathers, the question of how feathered they were is still unanswered. It's possible that they just had tufts of feathers on their arms, head, or possibly all over. 19. According to research, starting school at 10 a.m. is better for your health. This is particularly true for teenagers, whose growing bodies require more sleep than they're able to get with conventionally early start times. Not only does starting a few hours later reduce illness by up to 50%, but it's been found to boost students' grades significantly. 20. It cost $265 million to make Grand Theft Auto V. When the game was released in 2013, it became the most expensive video game ever made. This was no cause for concern for its developers after it raked in a shocking $1 million within the first 72 hours of sales. It took 5 years to develop the game, with Rockstar's studios all over the world working together in tandem. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.